Individuals used to get away with it. Now it's the tactics are exposed, and it's sick, man. It's like you know that much about the person that you go waste your time doing that to that person. Sick, bro. They get some rise out of making sure they secure their generations by making sure that you can't secure yours. That it's called bloodlust. In the Orthodox understanding of the 8 passions of the soul, lust, the passion of the soul, bloodlust. It goes with pride and vainglory. That's what that is. When you enjoy the sacrificial murder of someone else through whatever abusive form of control. It's bloodlust. So if you look at the Catholic Church Catechism on thou shalt not kill, five justifiable reasons why thou shalt not kill is void. Self-defense. What's it called? Let's look it up. I'll put the list out there. Alright. It's widely understood thou shalt not kill is widely as a prohibition against unlawful premeditated murder. That's what it means. Thou shalt not kill. Unlawful premeditated murder. Rather than a blanket ban on taking all life. The 5 commonly cited justified exceptions to this commandment include self-defense, just war, capital punishment, accidental killing, and killing of animals. Instead of, the prohibition against unlawful premeditated murder, when you're dealing with satanic death cults and child ritual sacrifice beyond abortion clinics. It's not about pro-choice, pro-life when I have to bring that topic up. It's about when you choose to slay the child, that doctor is not a Christian most of the time and practices some very dark satanic ritual when he sacrifices the child to whatever God they sacrifice the child to. Because the most purest sacrifice on earth is a ritual human child to a cult, death cults. My argument isn't about pro-life, pro-choice, but that issue is about most Christians don't work at abortion clinics. When you look at who does, that's when it's very interesting. Because you got people that believe in what they do, and then you got people parsing really dark occult groups that worship the Baphomet, Satan, Molech, and all those Canaanite deities associated with Yahweh, and all those Egyptian deities. Of course, on my way to Reno, my other bag right here is stuck. So if I open it, my rip. Only in the bag I have it. Of course. No, I gotta thank God. Thank God. So that's what it comes down to. It's not about pro-life, pro-choice. It's about, if you're a believer, Christian believer, pray for the ritual that's placed over ritual child sacrifice every day. Because I don't know how many people are ritually child sacrificed every day, and then there's a cult ritual to an occult idol, to Satan, Lucifer, that they devote the blood sacrifice of the child to. However many are sacrificed every day. That's what it comes down to. Because again, you go into the argument in Christian churches, the reason why a man and a woman gets married in a Christian church with the separation between church and state, because marriage is to make children, to procreate. It's the only reason. It's the only reason why they marry in general in the Christian churches, so you could have kids in a wedding vow, where you're legally bound to the person, monogamously. Now, with the separation between church and state, you can still be LGBT and go to a court and get married, because in the state, it's not about procreation. It's just about, justifying any form of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, as long as it does not conflict with someone else's, with mutual cooperation and respect. I've been coining the term, for lack of a better word, with everyone, whether you're inside the temple, outside the temple, a separation between church and state, blah, 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 internationally. Mutual cooperation with respect is all that's needed to go forward. I'm not trying to put your children in prison. I'm not trying to kill your children. I'm not trying to war with your family. I'm not trying to bankroll your business. I'm trying to go forward with mutual cooperation and respect. If you can't do that, then you made your business my business. And now your business and my business is now our business. And now we have to handle our business with forgiveness and justice before forgiveness, if there's legal implications, before you can forgive through justice. Now, with those legal implications, if treason is one of them, punishable by execution in the United States, stripped of government position, 20 years prison, execution. There's a extreme. That's in the United States. If you try to treason outside of the United States, I bring this point up since I've been in Michigan. It doesn't matter if you're federal, state, or local of the United States. You can be extradited and taken out of country and tried in a foreign country for treason. And if you're found guilty in that country, they can execute you by law. Don't commit treason. After certain events that happened in the States, all I asked from the United States out of respect was know what really happened from the victim's story, aside from what's told on the FBI website and in the local news. And when I get my passport, all I ask for is exile. With respect. I'll always be an American, whatever country I go to, because I was born in Cleveland, Ohio. So they always look at me as a Yankee. An American. Even Ukrainians that come from Ukraine to America, they look at me being born here and not speaking Ukrainian. They look at me as American. They're talking Ukrainian and stuff like that. With all that funding from the Russo-Ukraine war, I have got neither from the United States or Ukraine. I don't get SSI. Thank God for the Greyhound ticket. That's the lesson for anyone that's witnessing what's going on with that individual in relation to the Russo-Ukraine war and neo-Nazi terror zone. within the United States Operation Paperclip. With a non-consensual microchip, whether you're pro or against non-consensual microchip injection. That's what it comes down to right now, 2026. You're either pro or anti non-consensual microchip injections. Make the decision right now. If you don't know what that means nanotechnology microchips small enough to be injected in a coronavirus shot that kids tested positive for. It's done non-consensually. Do you support that? Yes or no? Start educating your family. There's an estimated 50 million people in America that are non-consensually microchip implanted, according to John Flynn of Connecticut, Senate candidate. There's a death cult plan in America by 2030 to microchip the entire population of the U.S. by 2030. Just to keep it in perspective with Royal Oak, keep it in perspective with Michigan. It don't matter who you are or who people think you are. Just understand what was spoken. Ohio representative on the issue. Public figure in Ohio. Hometown hero. It's hustle fund. 216 Cleveland area. Sting Operation Traffic Victim. Because if you trust the FBI's knowledge from their website about anything, all you have to look at is 9/11 Pentagon confiscated footage. All 84 cameras that were on the Pentagon, around the Pentagon, that were confiscated, that aren't on the FBI website. And then 2023 onward, they made a 10-minute edited video of the flight pattern that looks like Never-Ending Story Falcor flying with into the Pentagon. And that's all you need to know about FBI surveillance, confiscated surveillance out from their website about anything. Because we still need answers to that, aside from the regime changes that need to occur tied to United Nations NATO, with the fusion centers and the Pegasus spyware on your cell phone, on cameras. I do independent contract security. I work with anyone. Because the individual, a part of that organization, Freemasonic or not, satanic or not, if they were radio frequency detected, they tested positive for a non-consensual microchip injection, then most likely when they get surgery to remove that, they don't want to be in that satanic organization inside or outside the temple anymore because they were enslaved into it. It's their choice after. I went to them, the leading people in America, doing this. However they treat me in Reno is however I'm going to do independent contract security work by myself in the greater Cleveland area, Detroit area, Michigan, Ohio, wherever I travel to, sliding fee scale. Once I get mine identified and remove surgery and all that. As I'm trying to relate to this person with my cooperative marketing management vocational certification in high school. I stopped playing with it. Like, you could work with me, I could work with you. Pasadena, California from Reno if I don't go to Las Vegas to play some Omaha because I'm in Vegas. And I'll check out Cal Earth Institute and see if they train me with the Earth Homes, Eco Dome. In Pasadena, California, Cal Earth Institute. Houses made out of dirt and sandbags, like a igloo, adobe. Hurricane-proof, fire-proof, tornado-proof, flood-proof. All it's the cost of the sandbags and the dirt. And it's funny, on their YouTube they have 19,000 or like 15,000 views since 2019, and they're located right out of LA where the wildfires were, but nobody called Cal Earth to just make some earth homes that are fireproof with all that insurance money. So Oklahoma, in Nebraska, in the states that get hit with the tornadoes, why don't you just build Cal Earth homes, and then every year you don't have to deal with any damage? Because the contracting companies and the insurance companies make God knows how much money every year.